I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I
I
am
am California of the
past.
past.
The next soldier is Private First Class William C. Rigg. He served in the Army. He died in an unknown province in Vietnam. He was born January 1st, 1947. He died February 18th, 1966. According to his obituary, he lived in San Bernardino his entire life and died in Vietnam. But his home of record was Los Angeles, where his mother and stepfather, Mr. and Mrs. John Holland, resided. Therefore, his name on the Vietnam Memorial is attributed to Los Angeles. He was one of 3 soldiers who attended Richardson Junior High and were memorialized in my 1967 yearbook. Bill, as he was known, died of hostile gun, small arms fire, somewhere in South Vietnam. The province not reported. His body was recovered and he was interred in Green Acres Memorial Gardens in Bloomington. He was 19. He is located on Panel 5 East, Line 48, on the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. In our hearts, I found 2 entries for Bill on the site for the Vietnam Memorial Fund, one from a comrade which read in part, "Forever remember," and this is a poem that was written by a soldier. "If you are able, save for them a place in you, and save one backward glance when you are leaving for the places they can no longer go. Be not ashamed to say you love them. Shed those magazine-laden bandoliers away from your sweat-soaked shirt. Lay that silent weapon down and step out of the heat. Feel the cool breeze right down to your soul and rest forever, brother, in the shade of love." Bill Nelson, Vietnam vet. Infantry, served from 1969 to 70, and this was posted January 6, 2006. This is a posting from a young student. "I am a student from Illinois. I am writing remembrances for soldiers who gave their lives during the Vietnam War. Their bravery and dedication will never be forgotten. I would like to take this moment to thank you, William, for all you did. You will always be remembered. God bless. Sincerely, Kelsey Zare." I did not know Bill Rigg. I am learning about him and I deeply admire him. He had a grace about him. He had the ability to see beauty in Vietnam, the consideration to buy delicate Vietnamese silk for his grandmother, and when he sensed danger in late January before his death, to contemplate and accept his destiny. The San Bernardino Sun-Telegram, dated March 4, 1966, carried this headline, "Boy Found Beauty in Vietnam," by John Pavlik. According to the story, many of the others in his outfit hated Vietnam, but Private First Class Billy Rigg thought it was positively enchanting. Sometimes when he was on guard, he'd stand on a hill overlooking a lake about half the size of Lake Arrowhead. Other times he would write his grandmother, Mrs. W.C. Bartlett of San Bernardino, by the light of the moon, big, beautiful, and golden. "This is a real beautiful country," he wrote his grandmother. "You would never suspect a war was going on anywhere." In the book, Into the Dark, The My Lai Massacre, Arthur Mark Caddo describes the region. The Quang Ninh province is a stunning, exotic mixture of mountains, jungle, rice paddies, and beaches along a vastly unblemished shoreline. To the west, towards the Laotian border, beyond more mountains and hills than can be imagined, as far as the eye can see, the ancient lands of Vietnam stretch into the horizons. Jungles so thick and treacherous, an American soldier couldn't move half a mile a day. The heat was like a vice. It could sap the will of the strongest man and put a brave soldier on his knees. There are some notes on the virtual wall that describe the battle. It was called Operation Masher White Wing. It was the 1st Cavalry Division's name for their part of an Allied operation conducted against the main force, Viet Cong, and North Vietnamese Army units operating the southeastern Quang Ninh Province and northeastern Binh Dinh Province. The combined Viet Cong North Vietnamese Army Force was the Sao Vang, or Gold Star Division, a force totaling 3 divisions of U.S. Army, U.S. Marines, Korean Army, and South Vietnamese Army and Marines were staged against them. The Allied sweep of the operation began on the 24th of January 1966 and continued for 6 weeks, officially ending March 6. By mid-February, the cavalry had operated from coastal areas into interior mountains. Based on intelligence data, the 2nd Viet Cong Regiment was concentrated in the hills south and east of the Kiem Song Valley, the focus of the 1st Cavalry Division offensive changed. On February 17th, the 5th Cavalry caught the heavy weapons battalions of the 2nd Viet Cong Regiment, leading to a series of engagements over the next 4 days. On the 18th of February 1966, 9 men of the 1st Battalion, 5th Cavalry died in battle. Their bodies could not be immediately recovered, and all coded as died while missing. Among the died while missing was Private First Class William C. Rigg. Bill wrote in his last letter to his mother in January 1966, asking her, "Please do not worry about me, because whatever happens is the Lord's will."